Friends, in this episode, I want to talk about how you can get a green card through your military family member and how that can benefit you. And I'd like to share my thoughts on Afghanistan. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. I'm your host, John Ting. I practice immigration law in all 50 states of America, all across the world. Now, first things first, of course, prayers and thoughts out to everyone trying to evacuate Afghanistan. Even until now, I've read articles that there's still at least 250 Americans that still need to get out of Afghanistan. And also, of course, all those Afghani interpreters who helped American soldiers the last 20 years. They're waiting for their special immigrant visa. Now, I won't try to go into all the details about the politics and how the Trump administration delayed the processing of these visas. I'll just leave that right there. You can do your research on that. But, most important, I want to say thank you to all the families of the military veterans and, of course, to the military veterans themselves for sacrificing their life and putting their life on the line for us Americans. Now, of course, again, politics aside, whether we should have been there or not in the first place, I'm just glad that President Biden committed to following through with the deal that President Trump had agreed to in the first place before his administration, of course. And that was to get Americans out and Afghanis out of Afghanistan. And he committed to that. So I'm very glad to know that, because I believe we should not have been there in the first place. Now, in terms of people who are trying to get visas or Afghanis visas, of course, we all know the embassy in Kabul is shut down. So now the consular offices have now shifted services to Qatar. So I'm sure people know that already, but in case you have family members in Afghanistan, at least you know that. And there is a form. We're going to drop it in a link below. If there are any Americans who are still trying to get out of Afghanistan, the State Department has said in this announcement to not go to the airport because all the routes have been shut down. So you do need to fill out a form. And so that's a way they can contact you and where to pick you up. The deadline to get people out technically was today, but you may have read this, but as of 24 hours ago, within 1 day span, there were over 26 flights and over 1,200 people were evacuated. So that's an impressive number that people are able to get. Americans are able to be evacuated, along with some Afghanis. Next, we're going to talk about how you can get a green card through your military family member. Now it can't be your uncle or aunt or grandparent. You have to be a spouse, a widower, or a parent or a son or daughter of a military family member of the United States. Now, it doesn't have to be only someone who's active duty. It can be someone who's in the reserve or someone who has been honorably discharged. Now, so those are three main types of scenarios. Now, there's a couple steps. One could be done before the other, but this is the way I recommend it first. And the first way is to apply for something called travel document I-131. And this has to be sent to the local USCIS field office. And they process it. Every office has different processing times. I don't even actually believe that they would state this in the uscis.gov website, how long it could take. But generally less than 6 months is our case experience. What you need to provide is some kind of proof, of course. Your family member has been in the military, whether currently or in the past. We also like to provide a couple letters. It doesn't require, the legal standard does not require hardship, but this is a discretionary immigrant benefit. So it doesn't mean just because you have a family member in the military, it doesn't mean an automatic approval. You have to prove that you deserve this, essentially. This is the part that we guide our clients to on how to write a letter. Of course, we can't tell them what to write, but we just guide our clients how to write a letter so that can better present it to the immigration officer, the immigration agent reviewing this. Now, after that is approved, you can apply. What I would recommend next is to apply for the petition and adjustment of status the I-485 and the petition is I-130 at the same time. We call that concurrently, okay? And the other thing to apply for at the same time is the work permit, 765. And because you already have the I-131 approved, you don't have to file that again. Keep in mind, step number one is in 1 year increments. So I know some people, life happens. Maybe you have a kid or just someone has to go to hospital, have a lot of medical treatment, or just you get busy at work. There's a lot of things going on in life, especially during the pandemic. And I get it. But this is why I'm sharing with you, because the first step, it's only in 1 year increments. So you have to reapply for it if you don't do anything about step number two. If you do proceed with step number two before the 1 year, of the validity of the travel document, the advance parole, then you don't have to renew it again. Okay. But if you just get busy and the 1 year expires already, then you're going to have to renew that first step again. So that's why we recommend for our clients, if you can't afford legal services, attorney's fees, we do recommend contacting an attorney for help, because this is part of our automated workflow. We have systems in place to remind clients that we need to start the next step. So we can't wait longer than a year. At least we don't recommend doing that, of course. So just want to share that tip. You just need to get on it. And the main benefit, if you didn't know this already, about this is similar to something called 245I, where someone had a previous petition filed for them before April 30th, 2001. Both of these are for people, immigrant applicants who enter the United States without a visa and they never left the country. Now, if you left the country, United States, at some point during that time, you need to consult with an attorney to see if it's worthwhile or not or in your benefit to apply for this or not, okay? Because there are, you're likely have triggered the 10-year bar, unlawful presence bar. So, but anyways, if this is something that you could qualify for, give us a call. We're happy to help guide you to see if you qualify for this. Our number's right here, 346-330-5888. And let me share our not so secret code here. You could have guessed it, Green Card Guys. All right. So share the code, okay? Because if you share it, then you get the free 15-minute preliminary discussion. Of course, if you have a lot of facts of your immigration history, I highly recommend scheduling a paid consultation. We do offer paid 30 minutes, or if even paid 15 minutes if you want, if you like that. But if you have any documents you want to share with us, you can go ahead and do that. Our CARES team, by the way, if you fill out the intake form down below in the description box, our CARES team will call you within 24 hours. But of course, like I mentioned, you're welcome to call us during our open hours, 9 to 5 p.m. Central Time. We do have after hours receptionists that can take down some information, but otherwise we'll call you the next day to find out, see if we can qualify you. Now, if you enjoyed our content, please smash the like button. If you didn't know about this benefit through family members, military family members, go ahead and smash the like button again. We greatly appreciate you watching. And also about Afghanistan, I want to share this page about the International Rescue Committee. This is a place a nonprofit organization that you can donate to. One of my friends and colleagues actually works there at the Dallas office, and I realized that this is one of the best organizations to donate to, because this is what they do. They know how to provide relief to people who are seeking refuge into the United States. And the best way to donate is on this page is by donating money, donating funds. I know there are other organizations seeking, they have like Amazon wish list for like a Chrome laptop or school supplies, but really donating money is the best way. And please consider donating to International Rescue Committee. Of course, I'm sure there's so many other great options. If you know of any, please share with us in the comments down below. But we'll have a link to this page that I'm sharing with you right now in our description box. Thank you so much. And if you have questions, again, please contact us. and fill out the intake form down below. And until next time, friends, please continue wearing a mask.